What's up? You already know who it is. This is the one and only. Boo! KJWRAPZ. I'm here to talk about rap pricing and to basically give you the rundown of shit, basically what shops don't show you and tell you. So, we're going to get right into it, and I'm going to explain to y'all basically shop prices versus my prices. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, what we have here, bring y'all in a little closer. Oh, look at it. Look at them pearly whites. Yeah. Anyways, so what we have here, we have satin black. We're going to go from the cheapest wrap to the most expensive wrap. So let's go ahead and get it, dude. Satin black is basically the cheapest vinyl you could possibly buy anywhere. Satin, and there's no matte. It should be matte, but I have matte in the the little shed area, but I didn't feel like going in there to get it. So it should be matte, satin, gloss, color shift. You got camel, marble, and then on the end, the most expensive one will be Innositech. Not a lot of people say Innositech, but I say Inno, like Innositech. Everyone says Innos, but there's no A, it's I-N-O. So it should be Innositech, not Innos. But anyways, let's get to these pricing. So, y'all ready? Let's get into these pricing. You understand me? Y'all see my son right there? It's my big guy. I actually got an appointment for my daughter on this side in May, and then for the daughter that I actually lost her handprint and her fingerprint with angel wings and her date probably up here. So gotta do it for my babies. All right. So we're gonna do shop prices first. Then we're gonna do my prices. My prices, best in the bay. So for matte, satin, and gloss, they're pretty much the same. You won't really get any higher or lower pricing. Maybe they'll knock a couple of dollars off. But shop pricing, if you pull up in let's say a coupe or a sedan, we're going to do coupes, sedans, and then SUVs. So for a coupe, for shop prices, you're looking at $2,500. Okay, that's not bad. For labor, listen to me, $2,500 just for labor. You're looking at $2,000 to $2,500 just for labor for a coupe. And depending on what type of material you want, the prices go up. Let's say you want a satin black. They're going to add on additional $1,500 to $2,000. $1,500 to 2 bands. So your total price you're looking at, depending on where you go, always make sure you always get quotes from multiple places. So you're looking about 35 to 4 grand just for a satin black or a matte black or a gloss color. That's on the low end for shops. Some shops go as far as 6,000 to 8,000 just for a matte or a satin finish, even gloss. That's crazy. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. I had a customer, well, actually not more so a customer, but someone that edited my video and made my my intro video to my YouTube channel. I want to say Instagram, but to my YouTube channel. Shout out to my boy Mason. He actually got a quote from a shop. He wanted a matte blue. It was a matte blue or matte purple, one of those colors. They quoted this man $6 6 bands for a matte finish on a WRX. Where do they do that at? I don't know. I quoted him $2,400. That's including wrap material. So my pricing is one flat rate, labor including material. So we ain't gonna get into that right now. So shop pricing for a satin and a gloss finish and a matte, those 3 bundled up, you're looking about 45 to 6 grand. That's the low end at a shop. You go to a color shifting color at a shop, you're looking about 5,500 to 7 grand. That's some shops, the more expensive ones. Then you go to camel. These are custom prints now. We had camel and we had marble. So camel and marble, you're looking about, man, if these shops charging people 6 to 8 grand for a matte color, who knows what these two will run at a shop? You're probably looking about $8,000 to $10,000. They damn near gonna charge you like a chrome price. And then you have not least, one of the best finishes in the game as far as paint finish. You have the newcomer who's been in the game for about a year or 2 now, in Nosatech. As y'all can see, it has the backing still on it. But this here is crystal pearl blue. This shit it's pretty nice. It's not user friendly. You gotta have basically a business. They don't let anybody order their film like Metro Restyling or, Tech Rap or any other website that anybody else use. So you have to have a company, or if you shoot them a DM and they see your work, they'll pretty much get you into their system and make an account with them like I did. So I've used that film a few times. A few cars, I used it 3 times. I used it on a 335i Beamer, a Subaru hatchback. It was a WRX hatchback. And then the one y'all will never ever see, which is a Evo that I will never pretty much post or talk about. Yeah, it's a long story. Won't get into that, but the next day the owner took it off. But it's all good, We win some, we lose some. To me, it was done flawless, and it was a few errors, but some people are really, really picky about their cars and how they want their cars to be presented and a whole bunch of stuff like that, which I can understand. But yeah, we won't get into all of that. That's for the birds. It's done. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. Just some customers are a bit much when it comes to their cars. All right, so I told y'all the pricing. Oh, we stopped here at these two. Like I said, these probably be like 7, 8, 9, 10 grand. And over here, I have a few colors over there. But let me get to y'all. Let me get my pricing. So, for matte, satin, and gloss, those will all be one price. Starting price, basically, for mine, you're looking at $2,500. For a coupe or a sedan, same price. May knock $100 off if you got a coupe, but that's about it. My starting price is basically $2,500. So we go over to a color shift. My price starts at $2,700 for a coupe and a sedan. And then you come over here to camel and marble. Camel, 28. Marble and Galaxy are pretty much the same thing. You're looking about between almost the same as camo. So it all depends on the finish, like if you want a satin or a gloss finish. But For those, you will be looking about roughly 28 to about 3,000. And then for the most expensive one, depending on, they have like low gloss, high gloss, pearl finish. Their material is like the most expensive out. Pretty much almost all of them besides these two. These two, just material alone, you're looking about $1,000 for these two. Yeah, pretty crazy. But that one, their highest price, which is that one was like $850. So that material is thick as hell. It's almost like putting chrome, but it's more stretchy when you apply heat to it, and when you're putting it on, it has very, very low tack. So the only way it activates its adhesiveness is with heat. So that's the only way it's gonna stick to the car is once you put heat to it. But those are pretty much my prices. I'm gonna run back down to it again real fast for y'all. Matte, satin, gloss, $2,500. Color shift, 27. Camo, marble, 28 to 3,000. And in those attack, I didn't even say that price. You're looking about the same as that, 28 to 3 bands, because that material is not user friendly. After doing the Evo, I actually figured out exactly how to make sure the edges stay down. That's one thing, because their shit is so thick. You need to put adhesive glue. Let me know if y'all want to learn more about that. A lot of shops don't show that, but they use a lot of adhesive glue on edges. Adhesive glue is basically this stuff here. It's 3M Tape Primer 94. It gives you extra adhesiveness to make sure the shit sticks. It does nothing to your paint. It doesn't rip your paint off after you rip it off. But you do have to use a little bit of goof off to get the extra, adhesive glue residue off once you do peel it off. But it helps vinyl wrap stick to edges. That's what a lot of people use for chrome. Everybody uses it for chrome when it comes to tucking and pulling around them edges. That way they don't lift up because chrome is so thick. So that's what I've learned with Innosatech. You have to use extra adhesiveness on most of the edges to make sure it stays down, because over time, for some reason, they get like these little fucking fingers that curl up. Fucking annoying as hell. But Innosatech, if you want that color, that price has gone up because this shit is not user friendly. $3,000 will be the starting price for Innosatech. I'm not going any lower than that. Like, my prices are my prices, and they're plug prices because it's a package deal. It's material plus labor. You ain't gonna get no better than that. You go, like I said, you go to a shop, they're gonna charge you, they're gonna give you a labor price. Yeah, a fucking labor price. No, just tell somebody, hey, okay, how much is gonna be in total? They're gonna be like 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. Oh, one more story. It's a dude that has it's a S7 Audi. He hit me up and wanted a quote. A shop quoted this man for a matte military green. This shit makes me angry on how these people go to these shops and pay like 4, 5, 6 grand for wraps, and they shit don't even be looking as good. Just because they have a shop doesn't mean their quality is good. I've seen so many fucking bad wraps that shops done. It's crazy. I'm not saying I'm the best, but listen, I've only been in this game for a year and like 5 months. And to be where I'm at now, it's only the beginning. I'm only touching the surface, and it's only up from here, and it's thanks to y'all. You feel me? I appreciate every last one of y'all for trusting me with your car, and I treat every last one of y'all cars like it's my own. So if I do something to your car, I would do it to mine. So the exact way I wrap it, and I put an inlay somewhere. Inlays are basically used to make sure inlays are there to prevent lifting over time. Because if it's worked in a deep recess in one piece, over time, sitting in the sun, it's gonna heat up and it's gonna bubble and lift. That's why we use inlays. Some people do overlays, which overlays really don't make sense. Overlays are basically you wrap the piece and you cut everything, and then you put an overlay on top of the vinyl. An inlay is you inlay the piece before you lay the big piece over. That way you don't see the seams. The seams will be facing the opposite direction, which is that way. And the only way for you to see is if you're looking at it going this way. It's weird. It's stuff I'm still learning. I figured out how to do it to make seams seamless and to make it look like it's just one complete piece. But that's the end of my video. I just wanted to give y'all a rundown on basically shop prices versus my prices. You know, it's quality over quantity any and every day. I don't rush people's wraps. I get it done. I take my time. So far, what I've heard is I'm like the fastest in the business. I get cars out in about 3, 4, sometimes maybe 5 days. I'll sit here for a week, depending on if something happened. But most of the time, they out in 3, 4 days. But that's the end of my story. Well, not story. That's the end of my rant about my pricing versus shop prices. Let's go over it again. Check it. And we're back. Boom. So, shop prices. $2,500 to 3 bands as soon as you pull up for labor. Total shop price, you're looking at about $4,000 to $8,000 at a shop. My prices starting $2,500 plus labor, material and labor, $2,500. You can't beat that. That's my starting price for any coupe or sedan. Trucks, of course, is going to be a lot more. I've had a lot of people hit me up with SUVs, big ass single cabs, double cabs. Starting prices for double cabs and single cabs, you're looking about at least $4,000. Because if you go to a shop, they charging you. You're looking about 6, 7, 8. And please do me this big favor. Don't come in my DM trying to negotiate prices. It's either gonna get you blocked or left on red, because my prices are already plug prices. And I highly doubt anybody can beat my prices. And if they can, go look at their work, see what they've put out. You know, anybody can lay vinyl, but check them edges. See what them edges look like. See how them edges are holding up. You feel me? That's the edges separate the men from the boys. At the end of the day, we're gonna keep going and y'all see the merch. Oh, and I got some shirts coming soon. Actually, I'm picking them up this weekend, so stay tuned for them shirts. If y'all want some merch, they'll be like, I didn't really order a lot. I only ordered like 15. They're all large. But if y'all want some merch, sell them for, they're all large. I only got large sizes. They'll be running about $15 a shirt. But let me know if y'all interested. It's your boy, KJWRAPZ. We out, baby. Hey, y'all stay blessed. Manifestation is the biggest blessing in the world. Law of attraction. Write your goals down if you want to be the best at anything. That's number one. Writing your goals down. Manifestation and law of attraction. Do me a favor. Go watch The Secret on YouTube. That personally changed my life. So if I can give y'all any advice as far as anything to be successful, is go watch that. All that negative energy, all that shit, don't nothing bother me, you feel me? All my haters, I got a lot of them, believe it or not. I just don't get them that clout, you feel me? It does nothing for me. Y'all just making my name bigger and bigger, and I appreciate y'all. So if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. So always support your local businesses. And always appreciate your haters. We'll move them to the side. I always appreciate your supporters and then appreciate your haters, because your haters get your name out there faster than your friends, which is crazy. But you got to appreciate them for doing what they doing and speaking on your name. Man, I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all.